how sweet it is to keep on dancing in the month of March for both the Maryland men and Lady Terps. A March like no other, and the city is going up, and the state of Maryland is proud. A new power couple could be brewing in the athletic space, but we got some breaking news. Major injury potentially shaking the landscape of the college women's tournament. And we go around the NFL, free agency. Where does Aaron Rodgers go? Owners' meetings coming up. What rule changes could take place? And we're 1 month away from the draft. Can you believe it? Flex Zone Podcast, episode 483. It's just we. The Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. You know the drill. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. Your main event to start your week on the good foot. It's the Flex Zone. More exciting than watching Maryland basketball, both men and women. And of course, that madness that is March. But it's a lot of chalk going on, if you know what I mean. It's the Flex Zone Podcast, episode 483. It's just we. Only place giving you sports how you want it, fellas.
When you need it.
Another great episode. NCAA tournament. Both local teams advancing to the round of 16. New coaches in college basketball. And your NFL weekly update, as we are 1 month away from the NFL draft, Cravante, and everybody listening. So things are moving, and so are we. God's favorite host, throw your ones up, acknowledge us. Twitter, Instagram, the Flex Zone 1. Here on YouTube, the Mothership, the Flex Zone Podcast. And of course, on TikTok, Flex Zone Podcast, you can donate, get those super chats in. And of course, hit us on the Cash App, the Flex Zone 1. All the good stuff is in the ticket down below. And without the team, I am nothing. Bad and lead off, the social media producer, man who makes the streams pristine, back from another great weekend of Maryland and Baltimore sports. He was with me yesterday, Big Raj.
That's one big son of a bitch!
Finish him, Daddy.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm...
Raj, you may have to be back for every Maryland game. We bring the good luck, man.
I mean, I'll probably be back Thursday, with you, watch it with you a little bit. I think they start at 7:30.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Also opening day for the Orioles, so you see where my day is going to be going.
Oh, joy. Now that I might not be with you with, but yeah. Maryland, played a great game. Maryland women today played a great game. Tournament time, man, and they're getting it done, which is great. But they got some bigger fish to fry. So we shall see what happens going forward.
Cravante, I don't know if Cravante likes Gator, but he likes Goofy, and he's the captain of the Goofy ship, the Commandalorian, the voice of reason, the one you can spend Sundays with. It's the one and only senior producer, co-founder, Commandalorian Cravante, baby, and right now rooting for those Maryland Terps against his champion, the Florida Gators. So we'll see how this goes, but we know we got to play his theme song.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up. Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders. Those haters can't stand.
Come on now, say it with me. Everybody beats the Wiz.
Stupid.
Oh, they did.
Just stupid. Well, now that's goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Jam.
Yep.
Oh, jam.
And one more for you, Cravante, since we are a month away and we've been in the lab.
Beautiful, beautiful sound.
minus the Wizards one, even though they did lose.
Hey,
They did
if you
to-
lose, you may win in the end because that brother Cooper Flag,
Hey
he looks
man,
like a bad mofo.
come
I
on,
didn't know he
listen.
was from Maine, by the way. I didn't know he was. I didn't know Maine had good basketball players.
That's an
What?
interesting place to be from because I really don't, you really don't hear people claim Maine, but the Wizards have some young, promising talent, and adding a Cooper Flag would do nothing but help. They look like a bunch of individuals. Raj, listen, let Raj tell it too. They look like a bunch of really good individuals, not quite a team yet, but they're probably finally moving in a positive direction. But they did lose tonight, so fair enough. But drafts coming up, draft profiles are beginning to drop. Check those out. I wasn't on the stream, but I was in the comments messing with y'all because we had Sunday, we had our Sunday segment, and then I was in the comments with y'all. That was exciting. Best game of the tournament thus far.
Real quick, we got some draft profiles dropping as well.
Indeed. So check those out. It's going to probably be maybe about 30 of them all together, maybe more. I don't know. I'm not counting. We're just doing them.
Last but not least, the Tribal Chief, the co-founder along with Cavante, super producer, dean of Boston Hall University, proud of the East Side, savior, misbehavior, main man with the game plan. And each and every day is like a weekend with Dre. And they can't stay away. The Tribal Chief, the OTC, the A-lister, the phenomenal one, Drizzy Dre.
Acknowledge me. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. I love you solo.
What's going
It's
on?
always a big show when Dre shows up. It's like John Cena, right? It's a big show.
No. Not today. No.
Any day, Roger. And any day.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about John Cena. No.
Look, John Cena's carrying this WrestleMania because without
No, he's
it,
not. No, he is not.
What match are you excited about?
I'm not really excited about anything right now.
He's excited for the food that he's going to eat.
That's why he's carrying the thing. That's the only match that people get excited about. Even the Rhea and Bianca, like that's probably the number 2 match. But this WrestleMania is underwhelming, man. Shoot.
Thank God I went to Philly.
We will have a special. I think I'm feeling a special stream where we'll just wild out if it continues this way. Get a lot of guests. Maybe some people want to vent. But Dre, go ahead.
Oh no, I saw the shot yesterday, and he put us on the map. He said I'm from Baltimore, so I loved it. My man Queen from Baltimore repping.
Let's get to it. Look at the shot heard around the world. The game winner, if you haven't already. Let me turn the sound off. But you see the game winner here. Wonderful, wonderful moment. Raj, we were watching together, man. How did you feel? First, they played the montage of all the losses of all the buzzer beaters, and Cravante commented like, "No, they not doing this. Are they really doing this?" Mind you, everyone, for those who don't know, I actually streamed each one of those games, so I watched each one in real time. By the way, Raj, how did you feel finally seeing one go to Terps way and your boy DQ, the big Derrick of the state, getting it done?
Hey man, I thought it was very fitting. The brothers from Baltimore. He was a 5-star recruit, by the school. I didn't know what to really expect. I mean, he starts the season, playing extremely well. They have a couple hiccups here and there with the game-winning buzzer beaters from the other teams. So they have a lower seed than what they were supposed to have. But Lord willing, they come out. They don't play their best game in the Colorado State game. They don't do it. But when it was time to hit the game-winning shot, when it was time to put the team on his back, the 2 players that stood out, Julian Reese, Derrick Queen, and they both got it done. And it was very, very wonderful to watch. Very fitting moment. I also seen Scott Van Pelt. He was on you're one of your boys. On your boys YouTube channel.
Shout out to Jeff Erman.
Yes, shout out to Jeff Erman. Been on the show a couple times. I mean, he was even cussing and saying great things. So it was great to see, man. I just hope that With all the success that they had this year, getting to the Sweet 16 that they haven't done in a long time, I just hope that they actually, heed what Kevin Willard said and keep him around, give him the deal that he wants, give him the deal that that he wants for his staff, and the money to recruit some more players, because it's like what Bob Haney said today. He was like, "There's only 3 teams right now in Baltimore, Maryland. That's the Ravens, that's the Orioles, and there's Maryland. They're the 3rd team. So it would be the best interest to have Maryland, still that number 1 college, basketball team that they've been in the state my entire life. Like, I've always known Maryland. You know what I'm saying? They always been either in a tournament or somewhere having a chance to actually win something. So, and they won in 2002. So we've seen a national championship with Gary Williams and the guys. But I just want this program to continue to keep doing big things, because we already have the Ravens. They're already doing what they're doing. And the Orioles, they make the playoffs every year. So got to see Maryland women and men, continue to keep competing and, being their best selves. But seeing Derrick Queen do what he did yesterday also gives me hope that maybe some more 5-star recruits want to come to Maryland. But like I said before, it depends on what they do with Kevin Willard. Hopefully they keep him around and give him the deal that he wants, and he can continue to keep building up upon his program so it can be a powerhouse in all of college basketball.
Let's hear from Derrick Queen, the iconic quote after the game, then I'll go to you, Dre.
There was a timeout. You said, I'm not going to say the full thing, but you said, get me the ball when he came out of the timeout. Where does that confidence come from?
I mean, so I think I'm from Baltimore, that's why. And then I kind of had it going all game. Me and my teammates had it going, and like I said, like they trusted me to take that last shot.
Go ahead, Dre.
I love it, man. He put, that's what you call putting on for the city. I found it funny too that prior to that they showed that Maryland had 4 losses by by basically a buzzer beater, and for every time they do something like that, the total opposite happens every time. Like they try to show the negative or they'll show a positive, and then the opposite reaction happens. When Colorado State shot that shot, I was like, yikes, this game they might have lost this again. But then Queen to the rescue, man. Very happy for Maryland. And a lot of people, had me as a fool for this. And if you go to ESPN and participate in the Flex Zone bracket, you'll see that I actually picked Maryland to go over Florida. So it might be a reach.
Hope you're right, Trey. Hope you're right.
It might be a reach, but God damn it, I'm sticking by the courage of my convictions.
Hey, UConn had him on the ropes. Dan, crazy Hurley. He almost had him. He almost had him.
And so I'm not swaying away. I think Maryland really has a good chance. This has been a building. This program has been building and been going on the trajectory in the right place. And I think that I know I would love to see that old rivalry of Maryland and Duke in the tournament finals.
Only way they can meet Dre would be the championship.
And that's actually my championship bracket. Maryland versus Duke.
Hey, and I think Raj picked them to win it all. So I hope y'all are right. I hope y'all
I did pick them to win it all.
Well, I ain't go that far, but there's a blue devil that'll stop them.
I mean, if that's the case, then I won't be mad. But I mean, Maryland, they're a team that they should be higher than what they are. You know what I'm saying? They really should be like at least a second or first seed if they don't lose a lot of these close games. But it is what it is. They lost a lot of close games. But I mean, they can make up for it. And right now, I don't fear Florida after watching them play UConn. I mean, I do not fear them at all. I think they can beat them. If they play up to the competition instead of playing down to them, I think they can beat them. But it's going to take everybody. It's going to take Derrick Queen and Julian Reese. But I think they can get it done.
Real quick, Avante, before you go, here's Derrick Queen at the game talking about Kevin Willard. I think you guys might like this one.
Willard's someone who basketball players listen to, and what has he meant to you guys in the short time he's been with you?
First, he do pay us the money. And then so we got to listen to him, and we all trust him because he's like a player coach. and then he want nothing but the best for us, and he just he coaches hard. He talked to us other than basketball. He's just always there and just want us to win.
I love
and then Cravante,
Money.
we're gonna see them on one shining moment, man. That hug, that shot. You don't this is what makes college sports better than the pros. Just moments like that.
Absolutely.
Even shout out to, I know we don't usually do them, but we're gonna need to do some draft profiles on some NBA players this year. That boy Clifford, number 10 on Colorado State, he's a pro, ladies and gentlemen. Reminds me of Paul George. Remember where you heard it first. He can play.
Oh my gosh, he could hoop. He could definitely hoop.
And that's what they've been saying, Cravante. Like we seen in the Olympics, it's so many good basketball players. You look at these small schools, you look at these D2 guys who come to D1 schools now and dominate in the tournament. It is a wide open field, and it's good basketball all around.
Absolutely. And basketball is one of those things where it's like, it's more of a great equalizer because it can happen. I don't care how good your team is. Somebody get hot. It's a little bit less likely for this craziness to happen in football because typically the better football team typically wins. But in the NCAA tournament, highest seed don't mean nothing. Lowest seed don't mean nothing. That ball going to hoop the same way. You know what I'm saying? But that boy Clifford, yeah, he's nice. He's nice. He was the one who made that pass for that 3 ball that put Colorado State up. And it's so crazy because it's so weird because like one of those things where it's like you feel like some BS about to happen. And it was right after they showed all the buzzer beating losses. And I think Roger was like, oh boy. I forgot somebody missed the layup. And he was like, oh, you gotta make that layup. They go down and make a shot. Now it's a 1 possession game. And it's like they're only up 2. You just know they're going to shoot a 3. You just know they are. It's just a matter of are they going to make it or they're going to miss it. But how Maryland season's been going, it was like you could have written that they were going to make that shot. And it's like, God damn, 3.5 seconds left. Don't tell me they're going to lose the same 5 losses because that's pretty much a buzzer beater too. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
I might have been crying, Cravante. I might have been up here crying. I don't know if I can.
That's essentially it. Didn't go down to 0, but that's essentially a game-winning bucket. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been like, oh, here we go again. And I'm like, God, I'm sitting here watching, and I'm like, there's no way that happened. But you kind of could foreshadow. It was foreshadowing that would happen. But Queen comes in, save the day. Our live stream was popping. I don't care what nobody says. Our live stream was jumping. And the more intense the game was, the more intense the chat got. You know what I'm saying? More and more people was coming in. I'm like, yo, it's like this. And it's crazy because me and Byron was on earlier today. And I thought our numbers were pretty good earlier that day. Shoot, man. Maryland live stream. Crazy. But Queen definitely put on for the city. And I believe Dre said this, but that's good for recruits because one thing we get on Maryland about is letting folks that's from here, that's from the state, go elsewhere, go to Florida, go to Oklahoma, go to USC, go to Michigan State, Ohio State, and all that. When these are 5-star guys that should come here and should stay and should essentially stay at home. So big ups to Queen because that's gonna be a great pitch for any other kids coming out of PG. We got he already committed to Michigan State. Cam, what's his name? I think his name might be Cam Ward. Largo. They just
Cam Ward as well.
Yeah, his name's Cam Ward, but he's a Michigan State commit. So Izzo, I think Izzo already got to him, but I believe Largo, they just won the 2A state championship back-to-back years. But why is he going to Michigan State? So give Merlin more money, and so they could go back out there and get these guys, man. So yeah, that's why I'm at with it. But outstanding game, and also that's the Baltimore mindset. That's the Baltimore mindset, because the coach asks who wants the ball. Man, if you don't give me this ball, and that's what he meant that. This boy was just in high school, you know what I'm saying, not too long ago, and he's like, this moment's not too big, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, I'm from Baltimore, like I'm here because I'm supposed to be here, and that's real, you know what I'm saying, and we can all, you know, appreciate that, and big ups to Mr. Queen and the Terps for making it to the Sweet 16, because this is big. Like Rod said, man, it's been a while, you know what I'm saying, since we felt like this about Maryland basketball. So, and it's a beautiful thing. Shout out to the women as well. I think they went to double overtime against Alabama.
Double overtime, 4th Sweet 16 in 5 years. They get South Carolina on Friday.
Ooh, it's over.
Yeah.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah, now that one, I'm not.
Bro,
they on Friday. What was it? Friday? Yeah, it was on Friday. I was watching it. They beat the team 105-45. I was like, oh my God. I was like, ooh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw that score on Saturday. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, so but Brenda Free's gonna have her. Brenda Free's gonna have a time and a half if she wants to, you know, beat that team.
Shout out to, what was it, Bob Barker's granddaughter? She was balling.
Yes. Bob Barker's granddaughter was out there killing it. She almost had 50 points. She was giving the Terps fits. She might be somebody to look at too. You know, I'm not sure what eligibility she's in, or if she's a junior, senior, whatever. But yes, Miss Barker was balling. She was balling.
I'm gonna look that up real quick. I'm gonna look that up. Let me see if I can find out. Real quick, while I do that, Dre, we in a Sweet 16. Anything you're looking forward to? A lot of chalk, but apparently this is due to NIL, everybody, because what all the big schools are doing is they're taking all of the good players from the small schools and paying them to come to the big schools, like you see with the coaches, Dre. But pretty chalky. All the number 1 seeds still exist.
No, I mean, we could see this as a bad thing because of March Madness, but we could also see this as a good thing because you're having your bigger brands in the dance. I mean, you still got the Dukes of the world. I mean, UConn just got knocked out of it, so I mean, it at this point it kind of is what it is. But you're seeing a story like Maryland come out where we haven't seen Maryland in the dance in quite a while. So it's just a give and take with it. But I mean, these are Maryland had the game of games thus far, but it's been a lot of good games with these March Madness games. So I'm not mad at it, man. I think it just is what it is as far as it comes to with NIL and what's going on. And we knew that this would be a situation that would happen. But like I said, honestly, I mean, I don't kind of mind it because the networks are happy. It's bringing business. You just got to take the good with the bad.
Raj, how you feeling with the Sweet 16? You see the matchups there. We got Houston, Purdue, of course, Florida, Maryland, Kentucky, Tennessee, Texas Tech, Arkansas, Calipari doing it again. Second coach ever to take 4 teams to the Sweet 16. Of course, we got Duke taking on Alabama, BYU will be good. Duke, Arizona. Caleb Love is really, really good. Remember, he was at North Carolina. Ole Miss, Michigan State. Ole Miss getting it done. I mean, it's going to be some good games. And, of course, Auburn, Michigan. That's going to be a game I look forward to also.
I mean, there's a plethora of great teams playing each other. I'm just glad Maryland's a part of it. Of course, Duke, this is still my team to get to the championship in my other bracket. But, yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun time watching a lot of these games. Hopefully, no blowouts. Hopefully, they're probably all going to be close. But yeah, we're coming down to the nitty gritty. So I'm looking forward to most of these games. We shall see what happens. But like I said before, I think Maryland is they're gonna definitely show up to play Florida. they're not gonna lay down to them. They're gonna fight, and hopefully they give them their best effort. Because, like I told you before, Byron, if they get past them, I think they can get into the Final Four.
Man, if they get past Florida, they going to the chip. That's just how I feel. I just feel like Florida is, outside of Duke, I just feel like it's Florida that has a chance to just win the whole thing. So but it's always one upset, and that's why I picked Maryland to upset Florida when I did my original bracket, because I just thought that Maryland really is a special team, and now they're finally getting their flowers, and you're seeing what they're able to do.
Cravante, go ahead.
I think Maryland has a lot of momentum right now, and I think that's good, because you're gonna need all the momentum you can get going to Florida, because these are the big dogs right here. This is my champion, Florida, the Gators. But if it's gonna be a team to take them down, let it be Maryland. Obviously, Maryland's one of their weaknesses is the bench. At some point, this team is going to get tired at some point, and this is what I fear. Midway through the Florida game, they run out of gas. That's my fear. It's not about them playing hard. It's just you depend so much of the front five, the starting five, minutes wise. I just think it's going to catch up to them. And Florida is the number 1 seed for a reason. And I'm sure Florida knows that the starting five is the starting five, and that's pretty much the team. So this is going to be a huge, huge test for the Maryland Terps. I absolutely wish them the best, but if it does not go well, I could also see that happening. That's also the other side. Like I can see Florida taking off in the second half. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Very, very interesting to watch. I think I had 2 number 1 seeds, and I think I had 2 number 2 seeds in the Final Four, if I'm not mistaken, in my bracket. Also, Dre, Duke, Caleb Love is a Duke killer. Don't know if you're familiar.
Former Carolina guy.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
He put out, I think when Coach K was still there.
It was
last game. He delivered the final blow, and I think he beat him twice that year, if I'm not mistaken. So if somehow Arizona pulls out a victory against Duke, I think Caleb Love would have made himself a lot of money coming into the draft. I don't know what his classification is, but
been there forever.
I think he would have made himself a nice chunk of change going into the draft.
Real quick, Raj, our girl is a graduate, so she'll probably be in the WNBA draft this year potentially. So
yep. So look out for Miss Barker. She'll be there.
She's a bucket. Yeah. So we kick things off on Thursday with. Please first. Thursday. What's the first game? BYU Alabama. Yeah, BYU and Alabama play on Thursday. So BYU. How about BYU? Number 1 NIL money. Crazy to think about.
Crazy.
Yeah. So just how the landscape of college sports has changed, and now they can pay the players directly, apparently, so they don't have to go through these different, accounts and things like that. So they can just give the players the money. So should be fun on Thursday night.
Give them their money.
We'll be live from Maryland and Florida, so join us, have some fun, and I'm sure it'll be a fun time. Hopefully, a great classic game, and Maryland can get a win. Real quick, coaching news: Mike Bibby is announced as the new coach of South Sacramento State, appropriately so. Raj, seeing Mike Bibby back at it again and coaching.
Hey man, I haven't heard Mike Bibby's name in almost 20 years. So it's cool to see him, getting into coaching, and hopefully he does very well. I wish him nothing but the best. And it's funny that he's coaching Sacramento State because he played for Sacramento. So I think that's cool too.
Go ahead, Trey.
Man, I'm happy he's getting a chance. I mean, you see a lot of this happening right now with the NFL. Usually you see this kind of like in the NBA more so, but I mean, I don't mind it on the collegiate level either. These guys know more, football and basketball than we'll ever know. So give them a chance to do their thing out there. And I think this will be great for college.
Come on, sir.
Shout out to Mike Bibby. That Rod saying he ain't heard him in 20 years is crazy. Yo. Oh man, Mike Bibby. You know what? The best coaches that have played ball are typically point guards because they have to see the entire floor. So they're able to, I guess they're better able to show from different positions and different angles. But Mike Bibby, dang man, it really takes me back, and with the Lakers and the Kings. But
cover your ears, Mark. Cover your ears.
Good times, man. But
it was good times. The good old Lakers.
Bibby was that was some good times. It takes me back, even though how it ended, very controversial. But it
controversial. It was great.
It is enough. Of course, it was great.
You talking about some controversy? What controversy? You know what it was.
Wow, we're doing this. Wow. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Sure. No, I got you. Perfect. But yeah, I think he'll do great things in Sacramento. I'm sure he's well loved in the capital of Cali. For those of y'all that don't know, I'm sure he's very well loved and well appreciated down there. So
go Google it.
He can start a legacy there. So I'm here for it.
Mike Bibby hopefully does big things at Sacramento State and has them back in the NCAA tournament sooner rather than later. All right, let's get to.
Well, before we get to anything else, we have to acknowledge the passing of George Foreman.
Oh shoot, I forgot.
And we got to acknowledge the passing of George Foreman, one of the greatest boxers to ever box. The late 70s, in the early 70s, and took I think 20 10 years off.
Past at 76, bro.
You talking to somebody?
And not only that, I'm happy that the movie was able to come out before the passing, so that way he could see it, reflect it. He gave a lot of input into that film, and it was actually a pretty dope film. Raj, I know you've seen the film.
Yeah, I saw it. I went to the movies and watched.
Me and Cravante, our lodge, we went to go see it as brothers. It was a good time, and like I said, I'm happy that the movie came out wild to give the man his flowers before he passed away. Definitely a Hall of Fame boxer, one of the greatest of all time, and it reminisced back to those classic matches, with him, Ali, and then seeing how George was able to find Christ, and then what he was able to do with the money as an athlete, giving back. Tremendous story, man. And then his career post after that, how he went from being this killer in the ring to putting on the apron and giving us those wonderful George Foreman grills. I still use my George Foreman grill to this day to make my turkey burgers and sometimes my chicken, so shout out to him for what he was able to do, honestly, both in the ring and out of the ring.
Yeah, man. And I wanted to say that, yeah, he was, when he first started his career, he was, quote unquote, not a guy that talked very much, not very aloof. Probably mean to a lot of people. If you asked about him, he was a rough and tough guy. Grew up in poverty. You know what I'm saying? Everything isn't all in the movie, but got beat by Ali. Went through a lot of changes in his life. Took 10 years off from boxing. Went to go found God. Came back. Wanted to start a youth center. Got back into boxing and just fought his way back to the top and was an entirely different person than what he was when he first started in the 70s to what he was in the late 80s and the 90s, and changed his life completely around. Won the title, I believe, in 94 against Michael Moore, knocked him out.
Became the oldest boxer to win the heavyweight championship.
Yep, the oldest boxer to win the heavyweight championship. And like you said, Dre, he got guys with the grills. But the thing was, it was supposed to go to Hulk Hogan, but he passed on it. He was like, you know what, George, you can have this. So George took the grill. I think Hogan took something else. And I think George was making $8 million per year off of the grill, off of the annual proceeds that he was getting on the back end. So
I regret that, brother.
No, he does not regret it. He does not. But
he says that now with that nasty ass beer that's not selling.
I mean, hey man, he got to do something. But at least Hulk gave him his props though. He gave him his props. So that's a good thing. They were friends, so that's cool. But I mean, it's just a great story, man. His story is a great, loving story. You know what I'm saying? To go from what he went to, from the downfall that he had after he lost to Ali, to bringing himself back up to the public again. That everybody knows and loves George Foreman. Everybody, especially the grills, man. Everybody had a grill. I had a grill. It was fantastic. It got the fat out of anything. You had to do it just right though. Don't leave it on there too much, because you might get all the fat out. You want all the fat out. Just get enough. Just get enough of the fat out.
Nah, get the fat out. Get the fat.
Just enough. Just enough.
What was the old WWE? Get the F out. Get the fat
licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, it was. I was glad to see him. His film and his story in itself, and I'm glad that he was able to shine, man, and he got his flowers. So, R.I.P. to George Foreman. He was great. Yeah, we're losing a lot of our legends, man, especially in boxing, man. We done lost Ali back in 2017, I believe. We already lost Joe Frazier. Now George Foreman is gone. So
I'm laughing at Mark because just why, yo? Just why? I mean, I wasn't trying to laugh at Rogers being serious, but I just see Mark.
Mark is stupid.
Every time.
Wow, all the 70 legends are gone. That's crazy. Excuse me. Legend. Absolute boxing legend. They don't make them like they used to. They just don't, man. And for him to be able to bounce back after losing to Muhammad Ali, just shows perseverance, which is something that a lot of black athletes needed to have, especially in that era and the decades to follow. Him able to pivot from his career, get into the grills. I mean, that was it blew our minds. Like when the George Foreman grill dropped, it was like, yo, what is this? Got to have it. Everybody got one. Every household had at least one. Like, that's how crazy his sales were going. And what they were doing with this food, it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Get the fat. Cut. It really cuts the fat. It was a thing. And I'm like, yo, he was really pushing being healthy and living a healthy life, which was something that, he did for himself and he was doing for his people. It was nice. It was affordable. It benefits you health-wise. George Foreman is a legend in many, many many ways, not just boxing, but the selling of this product. Like this, the George Foreman grill crawled so the air fryer can run. That's what has happened, and George Foreman deserves a whole lot of credit for where we are today with how we prepare our food. Absolute legend.
Well, how much one of those George Foreman grills are now?
I don't know.
Maybe they probably a pretty penny. You probably go on Amazon and find out.
Knocking fools out, just knocking them out, knocking them out.
Look at this, man.
Just knocking them out.
So much power. It wasn't graceful at all. Just so much power.
That's
One big son of a bitch.
It's not pretty. Ain't nothing pretty about it. Okay.
No,
not at all.
He didn't do it with the smoothness like like Ali or Floyd. He just just straight up just.
Ugh. Like
I said, that's just straight
and effective, just as effective as he want to be, just doing this.
Just giving it to him.
Hey man, if it connected, it connected. That's all that matters.
Yeah. It was in King of the Hill.
Oh gosh.
Oh wow.
Christ.
Oh man. Yeah. So RIP, we're gonna do a quick moment of silence for George Foreman on the Flex Zone. May he rest in peace. And is this the commercial? Let me see.
All the colors. Burger, chicken, hot dog. Wow, things are looking more beautiful.
Hey man, that was dope.
This like that's like the fancy commercial with all the girls, yo. It's so many all the colors. The colors are amazing.
They're like CD players.
Man.
CD players.
Unfortunately, we do have some
iMac
4.
Oh,
Hey, Mark on one tonight, yo.
Oh man. We do have some unfortunate news with JuJu. We were going to talk about JuJu, but in another light. But unfortunately, JuJu left with a knee injury against the game against Mississippi State. Let's see. Let's do this here. I'll pull up that real quick. But real quick, Dre, I'll go to the whole conversation of what we're going to talk about. Jayden Daniels' mom. You saw Jayden and JuJu talking, watching the game. You know, how you feel about that whole situation while I get that JuJu stuff?
So I mean, originally looking at it, I thought that it was just like, dang, mom, you blocking. But then you hear the stories about that they actually might be related some way, somehow. So you don't kind of mind it as much when you hear that part of it. But looking without the details, it does look like mom's hating. And that would, like, if they're not related, you wouldn't mind, like, JuJu's on her way to, be somebody real special in the WNBA. You already see what my man JD has done for DC and what he's going to continue to do. So, look, whether they're, if they're related, hey, these are just two killer athletes in there and their family. And if not, then dang, man, like let the boy be a man.
Look at right there, bow in the middle. I didn't even know there was a seat right there.
You said what? You said a what? She did the Ray J and came back with a chair. How you do that, Raj? You feel like she needs to
focus on your studies.
Does she need to let the brother?
On your studies, boy.
She need to let the brother spread his wings, man.
This is a damn embarrassment, man. I'll be
Apparently, he's at the game tonight too. By the way,
who? What happened? He was. Oh, he's at. So you think
he's there tonight? By the way.
And never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, I'll be pissed off. I'll be pissed off if I was him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mom, I'm 24 years old. Like, what are you doing? Like get. I would be like how LeBron was to his mom when he told his mom to sit down.
I knew you was going to go there. I knew it. He was going to
me. Like, if you don't sit your behind down somewhere, I mean, come on now. He is grown, okay? If he wants to talk to JuJu, if JuJu wants to talk to him, I think it's a cool thing to do. I mean, they're not doing anything; they're just having conversation. And they was having a great time. And then she comes in the middle. She just hops in the middle and points at the camera and it's like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be talking to my son or whatever." I'm like, "Come on, man."
Mother's Day. Go sit.
Oh, he pulled up the clip.
Sit down. Good thing this game wasn't Sunday, or it would have been go sit down. Go sit down, please, Mom. But no further damage in that run.
Good thing Kevin Garnett, who knew she was.
I think everybody knew.
I missed the Magic Johnson on TNT with them boys, but yeah, man, it's just a bad look. Even if it's not nothing, it's still a bad. Why are you in the middle of them? Why are you in the middle of them? It's just bad. All right, I don't like none of that. It's the whole thing is goofy. It doesn't mean anything. In the end of days, but I hate that JuJu is hurt tonight. You know that sucks. Hopefully, it's not a serious injury. But the optics of that entire thing is just extremely goofy. Well, hold up. Female athletes are abusive boyfriends. Chicks be on one.
Well, apparently, so Jayden is 24 and she's 19.
Yes, that don't mean nothing. She's above age.
She can't even take a drink.
Who gives a damn if she can take a drink or not?
Hey, look, just because some of us want to take a drink and some of us don't, God damn it, she gotta take a drink.
She's of
drinking age at least.
She's above age, so she can do some things other than drink. But anyways,
yikes.
Play basketball very well. Okay, everyone.
Play
basketball.
She plays ball very well.
All right.
You like her butt. You know you like her butt.
I said ball. I didn't say the other with the S. I just said ball. She plays
just
ball.
Tell the people
well.
you would let her dunk on you. We're gender equal here. You would let her dunk on you. Okay.
If I was Jayden Daniels, yes, she could dunk on me. If I was that brother, yes, all day. Okay, but I'm not Jayden Daniels. Okay, and she's not in my age range. But I'm just saying, I don't see nothing wrong with the conversation that them two was having. I didn't like the optics of her, getting in the middle. I get it. She wants to protect her son, if that's the case. But it's just a bad look. It's just in my opinion. But hopefully this doesn't happen again. Hopefully, if he's talked to a young lady somewhere and they have a great conversation, hopefully she doesn't butt in and be like, yeah, and because we'll be having this conversation all over again. But it is what it is.
Jersey Drake, Cravante. I know you're gonna talk about a little later, Cravante, with your goofies, but
this is one of those things. Oh gosh. Take my knee. It's crazy.
She will not return, by the way, tonight. So she's out.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Legit. Hopefully her injury is not that serious, because that would really suck.
Yeah, for sure.
Where's she hollering right now? I don't know.
Oof, I don't like that.
No, get hurt, bro.
It just looks bad.
So, oh God.
What is this? Michael, what are you doing? Oh my God. Mike, what are you doing? It's
what
real
the
too.
World?
Mike, what is this, Mike? Mike. You just standing there laughing. It ain't funny. Like, we got the gun pointed at it. What are we doing here, man? Yeah, man. You move this Byron, God damn it. Oh,
Michael Jackson, man. He the one man that can bring world peace, man. He the one man that bring world peace.
I like that.
Oh man.
I
mean, that's just terrible. I hate injuries like that, man. Because it's so late in the season, then she would miss next season potentially.
Right.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah. But wait, what are we talking about?
We was talking about
I ain't got.
That's how I would have felt yesterday if Maryland would have lost again.
I think it's so. The interesting thing is that, well, not interesting thing, but I'm not surprised, because if y'all would have seen interviews with his mother, we saw this coming, because she had already said that I'm protecting him from these girls. And as Mark said so eloquently, she saw that Jezebel, what that Jezebel did to Xavier Worthy. That boy had to cut his dreads. We see how diabolical these women can be. So I get it from a mom's perspective. The only thing I would say is we like JuJu though. And JuJu got her own money. She ain't got to worry. Mom does not have to worry about JuJu latching on to Jayden Daniels like as a leech. You know what I'm saying? Because JuJu NIL'd up. You know what I'm saying? JuJu got money. And she's gonna have money, and well before she becomes a professional athlete. So in that aspect of things, you don't have to. Oh gosh,
stop it, Byron. Move the camera, man. God damn it!
Is that John Q? Is that John Q?
Yes,
yes.
Yes. Mark agrees, man. Michael Jackson could have ended world peace. Like they could have put him on a Gaza Strip, put him in the Middle East, put him on the streets of Baltimore. He can end the war that we have.
Now she got tip money compared to him.
We put Prince on the street.
He ain't making that much off that rookie contract, bro.
I say, yo, JuJu, because
with NIL,
Andrew Reese, because Andrew Reese was making crazy money.
State Farm. Like
I think JuJu might be making more than Daniels right now.
There's a chance she could be,
because he's still on the rookie deal. Now in about 3 years,
I say no. In 3 years, he's going to be. We're going to have to give him a blank check.
He might get $500 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Right. Shout out to the woman at ESPN, by the way.
So it's saying her net worth is between $750,000 to $1 million, and his net worth is Jayden's is worth 37.7.
Go Google it.
Well, Jayden was in school for like
his
10
contract,
years.
with his contract.
He was in school for
but
like
it's
5
about
years.
two.
But Jayden Daniels also got some NIL. Well, no. I think did his mom say he did?
Oh, so it's saying he's about a little over $9 million a year in annual salary.
Mm-hmm.
So,
she was trying to secure the bag. I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either.
Oh man. All right. Unfortunately, JuJu, as we see, is possibly done. Yeah.
Hey, who's hating on Duke? Who's hating on Duke?
Tell how you really feel.
Under
Another
4
mark.
million of them things. Oh yeah, it is off season, so signing bonuses are in effect.
Just one more time for the 1 hour.
No. No, Byron.
You guys scroll on.
Greatest of all time, man. Mr. Michael. Oh man. Real quick, NFL real quick. Aaron Rodgers still has not decided on where he wants to play. Do we care anymore? Does he need to hurry up and just make a damn decision?
No, nobody cares.
Nope.
Okay.
I do care. I care because I don't want to go to the Steelers, but
he's going. I told you months ago.
I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Go, they're not going anywhere.
When did I do that video? I'm gonna tell you when I did that video. I told you over a month ago he was going there. And this is who he would play as a Steeler. He would play the Packers, the Bears, the Jets, and the Vikings. So how how things work in the NFL, guys. It always happens that way, somehow, some way.
Oh joy. And he got to play the Ravens twice a year.
Oh, he's gonna get his ass whooped. I'm gonna love it every second of it.
I say that, and then we lose a game to them.
Bring him here. I want him.
Or we lose.
What your boy say? What your boy say? I like you and I want you.
Oh, not the booty boy.
All right.
Oh, the guy that Anton interviewed.
Hey, yo.
Bring him. Yes, bring him. Bring him. Okay. Bring him over. We want him. Okay. He gonna get washed. Send him right to retirement. But might get hurt again, damn it.
Yes, Mark. He actually became Brett Favre, but he became a worse version of Brett Favre. Go figure.
Real quick, y'all like the rule change possibilities? Getting rid of the tush push and overtime being like the playoffs?
No.
Playoffs.
Well, they want it to be like the playoffs, the regular season overtime.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same in the play. It's not the same in the playoffs?
No.
The playoffs is different, you know that.
Yeah,
the regular
it's
season.
different.
Yeah, it's different.
I didn't know that. I don't even know what the hell they're doing.
It's goofy.
I just wish we have 18
getting rid of-
games at this point. Just give us 18 games.
I don't. I'm like, why would they get rid of the tush push? Like, this it's football. Like, you stop it. Like how the Commanders tried to stop it.
Did you see the
defenders
Commander
are not allowed to push
jumping
each
over the
other.
line like 5 times in a row trying to stop it?
Defenders are not allowed to do what the offensive players are allowed to do. That's why it's a problem.
He was Superman. He was like,
change it so that way it could be even on both sides, but don't eliminate the move.
That's what I said. That's why I said they got to do one or the other. Either eliminate it or let the defenders do the same thing.
Yeah, do what the Commander did.
But that's probably going to cause more injuries too. So
it's football. Man up.
No, pushing somebody in the back and pushing brick walls going to cause injuries. So
he was jumping
it's
over
probably
the line.
better that they banned it.
That joint's hilarious. He was jumping over the line like 5 times in a row.
I was cool with it. I was cool with it. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, you gonna award them points? Let's see it happen. Do it again.
Do y'all like the seeding being taken away, where division winners wouldn't be guaranteed a home game? It would go by record.
No.
Wait
a minute, what?
So you know how like this year the Lions and the Vikings both had the same record, but the Vikings was wild card.
Yeah.
They would just be the 2 seed instead of having to play on the road. They would just get a home game.
They would just
it would just be no division winners get a home game, just record. So it depends on record.
You know
I
what?
don't know, man.
I think if you win your division, still give you a home game.
Yeah.
I understand the record was, but no, go ahead.
No, bump that. I want that home. I want the division thing to stand. Now keep that.
Okay.
Because it's hard as hell.
The Packers want to ban a tush push. Oh, and we talked about it, Cavante, eliminating the automatic first down on defensive holding illegal contact when the Lions were one of the most egregiously called teams doing that, by the way. There you go.
Listen, I think that 5-yard penalty automatic first down is a bit much. Just that it should not be an automatic first down.
Automatic first down.
Feel like damn man, everything they do on defense is automatic first down.
You already know it. I think that's all we got for that. Cavante, you ready to get goofy, man?
Okay, let's do it.
Each and every week we get goofy with Cavante. And as baseball season approaches, time to make a call to the goofy pin.
Oh, gosh, something wrong here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cavante. I'll use some more sounds.
I was gonna say,
Stupid. Just stupid. Well, now that's goofy. Jam. Oh, jam.
Oh man. It's quite a bit of Mark is over tonight, yo. So welcome, good people, to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. And there's quite a bit of goofiness that has been going on and is currently still going on. Excuse me. So I'll talk about a couple of them. There's one that we already are pretty much talking about and are aware of. And that's this Jayden Daniels, his mama, and JuJu Watkins. Prayers to JuJu. Prayers to JuJu. She just suffered a really bad injury. Well, it seems like a bad injury, but she was in the stands. This was yesterday, this was yesterday, right? She was in the stands with JD5. Jayden Daniels is out, supporting women's basketball, which is an amazing thing. that's how you keep your audience. That's how you keep your woman's audience. JD5 is already, I'm sure his mom, you know what I'm saying, was in talking to him about that, but he supporting other sports, which is a great thing. He's sitting with Miss JuJu Watkins, who is a lady phenom right now. She has a couple more years in USC before she makes it to the professional ranks, but she's as advertised, and she's going to be the #1 pick whenever it's time for her to come out. Jayden Daniels is a phenom at quarterback for my Washington Commanders, and led my team to the NFC Championship, which hasn't been done in you figure it out. Was 1991, right, Byron? So they are sitting together. Two young athletes, seem like they're having a good time. JuJu's eyes were lit up. Jayden Daniels was smiling all hard. They were sitting together at one point, and then it's so crazy. In the next clip, his mama was right between them, and I said, "Damn." Sometimes it be your own people. Sometimes it be your own people. And mom, it looked like mom was blocking. Now, granted, especially being a Commanders fan, I was familiar with his mother and how she operates. She's an agent. She's like an official certified, agent. So, she's going to have a hand in probably similar to Lamar Jackson and his mother's relationship when his contract time. But obviously, she's a mom first, so she's going to look out for her son regardless. And there was an interview that she had. I forgot what the source was, but she already told folks, "Oh, I'm protecting my son from these girls. We don't want nothing crazy going on. He has a lot of potential. He has a chance to make a lot of money, have a great career, and none of these bald-headed scallywags is gonna mess that up." In so many words, I don't think that was her exact words. I'm paraphrasing, but none of these Jezebels, as Mark said earlier, are gonna jack this up for my son, pretty much. She said that a while ago, so I'm not surprised at her actions. It was just that it's just so funny because we see them together in one clip, and then the next clip, all of a sudden, she in between. I feel like she bought her own seat because Jayden and JuJu was right next to each other, and then all of a sudden, boom, mom's between them. Now, I'm hearing some stuff that they might be related in some weird way. Now, it was a rumor, and with rumors, it's really hard to figure out what's real and what's not. But listen, we love JuJu over here. Mom, I don't think you have to worry about JuJu being a leech. JuJu Watkins being a leech to Jayden Daniels, because she NIL'd up. She got money. She going to have money. Like she's going to be very, independent in that sense. But I do understand JD5 being my quarterback. I want you to remain focused, and you can have your fun, but I want you to remain focused because come next year, the expectations are going to rise, and we don't need no distractions. So in that sense, Mom, hey, I get it, but we love JuJu also. So I'm kind of torn. It was goofy because I don't know what to believe. So
I don't know either.
So, but I will say, if this is true, what was the need of you getting between them?
Right. Why do all that?
If they family and they know they family, right. What's that's two cousins for real. That's two cousins getting up. And they say JuJu's mom
I
are
don't know.
sisters, so that
I
means
don't
they
know.
first cousins.
Right. I don't know. I'm just Googling it. You know, sometimes Googling it
Which
takes you
mean
down a rabbit hole.
which would mean they should be tight. They first
Go
cousins.
Google it.
First cousin athletes at that. So they would be tight if that's true. I don't know what to believe or what not to believe. I just think it was kind of a little on the goofy side that, like, damn, dog, like whenever is she gonna let him grow up and be a man and trust that he's gonna make the right decision and the right choices? I think she just knows how scandalous women can be, and she said, damn all that, I don't care. At least until that first contract comes. You know what I'm saying? So and also the clip from her not being in the picture at all to her all of a sudden being in the picture was crazy, absolutely crazy to me. So that's one. I have another one.
She was smiling a little bit here, though. A little smile.
Listen,
little smile.
she
Little
look, and but when mom there, you know, she with JuJu wasn't smiling, but mom,
first.
but mom knows who she is, so you know, if there's something there, then that's cool. But obviously, if they're family, then this is a non-story. So he's so next, not Jonathan Majors. So next, the next story. Y'all all know who Boosie Badass is, right? Yeah.
Go Google it.
Yes, go ahead.
Y'all know who he is, right? He from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, like all that area down there. Now this part is not so good. Well, is a goofy, I guess it's like a side goofy, because this story happened probably about a month or so ago. There was a tragedy that happened in Southern University. A young man tragically lost his life while pledging and trying to gain membership into Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I believe he died at the end of February. I think that's when it happened. And this young man, he went to Southern University, A&M, and he was a part of the jukebox marching band, human jukebox marching band, and you know, very well liked, loved, and you know, he obviously been in the band and an HBCU marching band. They take that very, very, very seriously. So well loved, well respected young man. I believe he was 20, but lost his life while pledging. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of what happened, but that stemmed into this story now. Boosie Badass is actually is allegedly being sued by Attorney General Liz, is it Murrill? Murrill. On allegedly being sued due to the name, image, and likeness of Caleb Williams. I'm sorry, Caleb Wilson. So more backstory. Boosie had an interview not that long ago, maybe a couple of days ago, and he was saying that he was going to use proceeds to his concert that he has annually. I believe he has an annual concert. I think it's next week. And he was going to he had said that he had been talking to Caleb's family and Southern University, and together they were going to collectively put money into a college, in like a college scholarship, in the name of Caleb Wilson. He's obviously from the area, so he just, it seemed as though he felt compelled to help in any way he can. And he thought this would be a good way to keep his name alive. So basically, she's intending to take legal action. And let's see, I have a quote here. It says the Attorney General also said Boosie should offer an apology to the Wilson family for using the beloved student's name to promote his Boosie Bash. That's what it's called. So all this apparently came together in a very short order, and I think the promoter saw an opportunity to promote the event on the backs of people who just suffered an unimaginable loss. Attorney General said in an interview published on March 22nd, it's just disgusting. They owe the family an apology. If they want to do this, the first people they should have asked was the family. Nobody has made any efforts to put money in the scholarship. Boosie hasn't even funded any of it. Now, this is Boosie's response to what the Attorney General said. It's sad for this lawyer and family to say I promoted my event off someone's passing. My event was promoted on Eventbrite since November 14th, he wrote. This incident happened a week before my event was to take place. How the explicitive can I capitalize off someone's death for a concert that ain't me? A death of a student won't help a concert. It would hurt a concert. I was asked to help with the situation. That's what I was doing once I made it home. But for y'all to say that y'all are taking legal action against someone who is trying to help y'all is a slap in my face and completely wrong. When keeping it real goes wrong, shaking my head, I'm done. Another money grab. This is the ultimate betrayal, shaking my head. So basically, all of this is, and again, just like the previous story, I don't know what's real and I don't know what's not. Boosie is saying that he already reached out to the school and the family and basically like this was cool. And the Attorney General is saying that he did none of those things and he's using Caleb Wilson's name, image, and likeness and for profit. And obviously that's not cool, but I don't know what's completely true. I don't know what's what. But if Boosie had this in his mind to help keep Caleb Wilson's name alive and put in for this scholarship in Caleb Wilson's name to keep his name alive and to help more Black kids go to college, I don't see anything wrong with this. And I think the Attorney General is kind of wilding. On the flip side, if Boosie did not go through the proper channels to put this in place and to say these things, then Boosie is wrong. Because it does look like he's trying to benefit off of, all of that, and with no intent of actually doing it, then Boosie probably is wrong, and the Attorney General gonna do what Attorney Generals do. So yep, you're absolutely right. Mark always brings out word activity. Spoken people claiming to be relative. Yeah, right. So I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know what's going to come of this story, but I'm hoping that Boosie keeps his word and is able to, at least, because at least even if he does it, I don't think the family would poo-poo that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's working with the HBCU. He's keeping your son's name alive and well, and also would be able to help another black young student be able to pay for college. I think Boosie can still do that. I think he can still do that. Maybe not if he went through the wrong channels, he probably won't be able to use Caleb Wilson's name. But Boosie can still do this. You know what I'm saying? But he looked like he's tapped out. So I don't know. Maybe none of this is going to happen. Nothing's going to come of this story, which would be very, very, very unfortunate. Because again, at the end of the day, a young man did lose his life very, very tragically. So unfortunately, that's that. But those are my goofies of the week. Bootsy going at it with the Attorney General, and JuJu, JD5 and his mama. And was it a family reunion or is it a love block? So again, y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great. And all these folks seem to be on the wrong end of it. Gotta do better.
Oh, gosh, something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy. Stupid. Just stupid. Jam. Oh, Jam.
Drizzy Dre, another episode in the books.
Yes, sir.
Moving closer to episode 500, episode 484 next week.
No, I really can't wait. Like you said, Orioles opening day coming up. Their opening day is away, but I'll be around in attendance for their home opening day, at least in the festivities. We got that. We still got March Madness happening.
Executive producer, co-founder, the Pride of the East Side, Drizzy, Dre, Cravante, Baby, captain of the Goofy Ship. Sundays with Cravante and these draft profiles, churning them out.
Indeed. Man, we created a good thing, man. And we created it at a good time, man. We really churning out these profiles. We have more to do this week. We're probably not gonna do as many as we did last week. And Sundays, I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at the mock draft. Did y'all like the pick for the Ravens?
I gotta go back and look at it again.
Hold on, I can tell you right now. 1 second.
I was gonna say because Byron, you saved it, right?
Yeah. Right on my desktop.
What would you say?
Malachi?
Ah man, nah, he was gone. He was gone, bro. I like both safeties, and they were both gone. Yeah, so this was a draft between me and Byron. I had the odds. I had the odds, and Byron had the even.
Yeah, keep that up for reference.
I would like that as a pick, and you know what? I agree. I thought Travis would probably be going to New England. Shador, you're the picks you're having is about what I had in order as well.
Interesting. We may have to give Dre that Raiders pick. Cravante at 6. See what he would do if he would take Genty, because I took Genty. Dre
taking him. Dre taking him.
Yeah, because I mean, first of all, the Raiders do need a quarterback. I know they got Geno, but they still need a quarterback. But no, they do need a running back. You already have the tight end in place, so the Raiders have some pieces. You just gotta. They're at a space where they just gotta plug some people in, and if they can get the quarterback position right, because the coaching and the quarterback position in their division, you have to have the quarterback win that one. That's the only thing they're missing right now. So I like that Gentry pick, and then they hopefully they can get a quarterback of the future coming up.
Oh, well,
I like that for the Ravens though, because we definitely need an edge.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe to the Steelers. Oh boy.
Well, he runs a 4. He runs a 4-3. They want him to be their Lamar Jackson. So don't be too. If it happens, just remember where you heard it first. Just like with T. Higgins and looking at Aaron Rodgers and maybe even Trey Hendrickson.
I think that was probably my only reach because the Steelers was, like I said, I had the odds.
Well, they don't have a second round pick, Raj, because they traded it for Donkey Kong.
And they need and if Aaron Rodgers can't, you can't put your eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket. So I think they need to go quarterback. Now
Honestly,
it could be either him or Dart, but I think they're gonna go quarterback.
If I was the Steelers, I would bring back Russ, draft a quarterback, and start bridging. Get that learning tree going. Pay Russ for about 2 years. Year 2, you start putting.
They got the other guy. They brought the other quarterback.
Oh
back.
my gosh, yo, what you at 14, you had that pick, Raj. Mark asks who's that for Indy. Boy, oh boy, Raj, you want to tell him?
Oh, that's probably the best safety in all of football. All the college football. Malachi Starks.
Man.
I think he was a 99 on. I gotta go back and look. I think he's in my
on college. What's that?
Yeah.
NCAA. Mark.
Yeah, he's like a faster version of Kyle Hamilton. So you just
check out the draft profile. We did a whole draft profile on.
Yeah, the draft profile is out, so just check it out. Yeah, it is out.
But also, and crazy thing is, my guy is at the Bengals. But I like Stark and him, Nick E-Man Worry. Both of them guys are it, man. And E-Man Worry is a creative player, bro. He reminds me of like throwback Sean Taylor, bro. With the size and the speed, like, and he's very violent. Him and Malachi Starks are very violent people, but him being 6'3", 220, run a 4.38, bro, that's not normal, you know. But and the Bengals need all the help they could get on defense.
Lord knows, yes.
Big Raj, another week, more stuff to come.
More stuff to come. So stay tuned. Hit the like, subscribe button. More content tomorrow. I think we have lunch break, hot take. They coming on. So it'll be great to talk to those guys about what they think about the draft and so far what the Ravens have done. So stay tuned for that. More draft profiles will be coming out tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for that. Also, probably NXT
tomorrow
as well. So,
my girl Jada Parker fights for the belt.
Yep. She's there, and Nikita Lyons is back. So that's great. The thick lady is back. So
we get to see Parker and Thickums. Yes.
Yeah, you get to see all your wonderful women from NXT. So yeah, a lot of content, a lot of things to do. I'm tired as hell. Have a good night.
Yep, tomorrow NXT, then probably lunch break, hot take. Wednesday AEW. Thursday Orioles open in Toronto. I'll be live for that, and then we go right into Maryland. So back to back. Maryland at 7. Friday we got SmackDown. May try to get my brother or my guy Jeff Ehrman back up here again Wednesday maybe. See if he's available. Friday SmackDown and Sundays with Cravante. So stay tuned to Flex on Podcast. Only place to give you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Yeah, we'll talk baseball next week. It's a lot going on. All the injuries are kind of ruining the excitement for me, but it is what it is. Hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the bell. Acknowledge us, throw up your ones. Hit it, the sports podcast table, the Flex Zone Podcast, episode 484 next week. Another illustrious guest walking through the Flex Zone Forbidden Door for Drizzy Dre, for Cravante, and for Big Raj. Yours truly, God's favorite host, signing off, putting the kids to bed. Have a great day or night. We'll see you tomorrow with more content right here on the Flex Zone. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you when we see you. Peace.
Peace.